Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. For joining us for our introduction to the tastes and flavors of Argentina webinar. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Simon Hemmings. I'm the head of team for the UK and Ireland at DMC Reps. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with DMC Reps altogether, we are a sales and marketing representation company. We specialize in DMCs. We have around 55 DMCs partnered with us, covering over 60 countries globally. And our aim as a company is to connect our DMC partners with tour operators like yourselves. On the call today as well with us, we have Pablo Freddy from Signature DMC, who is going to be our guest speaker, and he's going to present to you the tastes and flavors of Argentina. On the call today as well, we've got Jill Siebert, who's our head of operations for Europe. And Jill, I'm going to hand over to you to introduce yourself to the webinar.
Thank you, Simon. Ja, auch von mir nochmal ein ganz herzliches Willkommen an unsere deutschsprachigen Teilnehmer. Vielen Dank, dass ihr alle hier so zahlreich erschienen seid. Wie Simon bereits erwähnt hat, ich bin Jill, ich bin Head of Team Operations und sitze im wunderschönen München. Falls ihr während des Webinars Fragen habt, dann könnt ihr die gerne in unseren Chat tippen und wir werden die dann am Ende des Webinars beantworten. Ich wünsche allen viel Spaß mit unserer kulinarischen Reise durch Argentinien und übergebe jetzt das Wort an unseren Partner von Signature DMC Argentina. So, Pablo, the stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Jill and Simon, for having me here. Thank you, DMC Reps, for giving us this opportunity to show you the tastes and flavors of Argentina. And we will begin with our presentation right now. What do you think? All right, so here we are. I'm Pablo Freddy. I have been in Signature DMC for about 10 years now. We are a company that has 25 employees. We offer services all around Latin America. And, you know, we have 18 years in expertise helping and tailor-making the itineraries and trips for several different passengers. One of the things that we like most is to work hand in hand with our companions, our partners in different parts of the world, in which we try to create the experiences that will suit our passengers best. That is why I want to emphasize the fact that this is only a tailor-made tour, but that it can also be tailor-made for each individual group or passenger that will help them to enjoy our country the most, okay? So that's our first part. One important thing is that our team of professionals is behind every step of the way. So we try to, you know, go the extra mile and give it our best so that passengers enjoy all their stay here in Argentina and have the chance to explore every bit of our country and of course our continent to enjoy again the best of their experiences. Here are some of the reps that are working with us right now. And of course, these are the most important adjectives that we have to defend ourselves. The empathy and responsibility, the love for what we do, and of course, our commitment to each passenger, because we think of ourselves as ambassadors of this country. So we want everyone to feel welcome. And of course, we want everyone to enjoy their stay here in our continent. We are about experiencing Argentina. This is why we are bringing you this taste and flavors of Argentina. This is just a bit of it, but of course we want you to have the best representation of our continent and country as best. We want to work in transformative experiences. We want everyone to be able to express themselves and tell us their likings so that we can adjust their agenda and their itineraries to have them have the best experience ever. Of course, we want to walk around having shown our dreams and our completing our expectations. So that is the main part and the main focus we have on tailor making each tour. We will bring you an out-of-the-box experiences. We will have you, we will take you through the tastes and flavors of our country, and we will bring you, we will be, bringing you to the several parts of this country that will have many different tastes and flavors, as our title says. But I will let you know about that in a little bit. On our first day upon arrival to Buenos Aires, we will be going right on to the meat stage. As you may know, meat is quite important in the Argentinian diet, and of course it's quite well known all over the world. So for the first day, we want to bring you to the city of Buenos Aires, where we will be trying to understand and learn a lot about our meat and the way we cook it. That's why we will be visiting two different parrillas, or better said, grills, where you will have the chance to explore all the little parts that compose an asado, which is our grilled meats, in where we will learn about the different cuts, where the meat comes from, and how to cook it properly. You will be tasting it while our guide will be showing you how each part comes along on an asado for the Argentinians. This will be a 3-hour experience where you will learn a whole lot. And don't you worry if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, because we have several choices on how to understand the asado. As we know, the world is taking it in a different way as well. Of course, the Buenos Aires at Night tour, it will help you understand the whole history and development of our city. But not only that, we also have a notable bar as a stop, in where you will have a chance to learn about the Argentinian cocktails, how are they made, why do we make them like that, and of course to learn a lot about our heritage. You will know that, perhaps you know that our heritage comes mainly from places like Italy, France, and of course Ireland as well, and a little bit of every country in the world. We are a very cosmopolitan city, so we have brought all the best of those countries, and we'll show you a little bit of that taste as well. On our second day, we will have the chance to do a wine tasting at a bodega that's an hour away from the city. So we will escape the city and we will start learning about the different wines and the regions each wine comes from in a vineyard that's an hour away from the city. Here you will have the chance to taste the different wines, understand where they come from, how their production is done, and how each bodega treats their wine differently. But mainly, you will see a live vineyard in Buenos Aires, which is something that's unique, and it's really, really new. Of course, you cannot have wine by itself. You must have something to eat. So we will have a picnic that will marry those wines, and you will understand how each wine goes along with a specific type of food. For our second day, we will have the chance to enjoy the tango class. I don't know if you've heard, but tango is one of the most important dances and music here in Argentina. Of course, there will be a possibility to dance it and to learn the different types of tango we have, because it's not just one tango, but it has many characteristics within itself. But that could not go alone by itself. So we will be tasting some different wines, and we will also be cooking empanadas. Empanadas are one of the most important meals in Argentina because they're easily made and because they can have as many different fillings as you think of. So we will teach you how to make all of the different types of empanadas, and of course you will be marrying each one of those. And of course, like I mentioned before in our night tour, we will have our cocktail making and our urban art. With the cocktail making tour, you will understand how each herb helps itself and how to prepare it and how it becomes a cocktail on themselves. This going along with an urban art tour that will show you the latest scene in art in Buenos Aires. Our fourth day, we will visit Isla Descanso, which is located in the Tigre, in the Paraná River Delta, a place of natural flora and fauna right across the city of Buenos Aires, just 45 minutes away. You will have the chance to visit the island by boat, and over there you will have many different art-related things that will come along once you learn who Le Parc, which was an amazing architect and a great artist that is contemporary to the Argentina. And we will show you a little bit about the activities that we can do there, and of course have a special lunch that includes all the typical flavors and tastes of our country that would come along with the Italian pizza, but that's something we really love, the Argentinians, or of course the pasta, or you have many different choices to do here with vegetables and of course meat. You can never go wrong with meat in this country. Speakeasy in Buenos Aires, this is a chance to get out in the city, go out at night. We will visit 3 different speakeasy bars. I think the one that calls for your attention the most is the one you have to go in through a subway train. That I think is the one that stands out because you will have the chance to taste some of the best drinks in Buenos Aires with the local flavors. And of course, we could not miss out on the Floreria, which is a place that they actually sell flowers. But if you say the right words, you will be having the chance to taste one of the best cocktail makers in Argentina's drinks. Day 5, mate tasting in San Antonio de Areco, in an actual ranch. Okay, you will have the chance to visit the life of the gauchos, which are the Argentinian cowboys, so to speak, and you will be learning how to drink the Argentinian. It's a tight fight between the wine and the mate. You will have the chance to taste the mate here to understand where it comes from. It comes from the north. I don't want to spoil too much of the tasting of the mate, but it comes from the northern part of Argentina. It's a herb, and it's sort of an infusion like a tea. But we have it, we taste it differently. I have my prop over here. Here's my mate. We carry it all the times. So you will learn how to use it, how to taste it, and hopefully enough, you will take it in enough to have it at home. Of course, this is not just that. We will be going on a full day tour to an actual ranch, and we will have the chance to have asado in the estancia. And it's not like a typical asado that it's done here in the city. You will have the chance to taste all of the different meats and how we cook them at our grills with charcoal and with wood. So it will be a totally different experience from the typical parrillas that we have in the city, because the wood, takes a little bit more time. It takes it takes in a lot of the flavor of the burning wood. So it's going to be quite an enjoyable experience for you too. This is the day we're leaving Argentina. We're leaving Buenos Aires, and we're gonna go to the south. Here we're gonna go to the Santa Cruz province. Santa Cruz is located about 1,000 kilometers away from Buenos Aires. We will have the chance to do some mini trekking at the Perito Moreno Great Glacier, one of the glaciers that Argentina has, and one of the most important one. That is because it's the size of the Buenos Aires city, about 250 kilometers long. Over there, once we're done with the mini trekking, you will have a whiskey on the rocks, but not any rock. The rock will come from the glacier itself. So I think that's going to be quite an enjoyable moment for you. Of course, it could not only be that. We will bring you and take you to the archaeological sites, and we will do some visit to the flora and fauna and the native flora and fauna. In the south of Argentina, most of the food, since it's cold and windy, most of the food comes very caloric. So we will have a lot of lamb to taste, guanaco, which is similar to the llama. I don't know if you've heard about that animal. We'll have a taste of that, and we will learn how to mix it and how to mix those animals and with those different sauces. Those sauces will come from berries and several types of herbs that will bring out the flavors, and you will get to see how we cook it in different ways. One of them is curanto, and the other of those is a chili asador, which is sort of like a cross where we put the animal in and we leave it cooking for hours and hours long, more than 6 hours, particularly in the case of the lamb, because that way we will know that it's fully cooked and we will bring in all the flavors from the fire. Not only that, you will have the chance to visit the archaeological hand-painted caves. On our 8th day, we will do some cave lunch experience. Over there, we will have the chance to visit the Argentina lake, but we will also have the chance to visit a cliff where we will see the whole Argentina lake, of course, with a little view of the glacier. But I think that the most important part of that is that we will have the chance to eat some of the typical foods of the south of Argentina. Most of them are soups. We will have several types of soups, such as mushrooms, lamb, and berries. It will be quite an amazing experience, let me tell you. On our 9th day, we will go to Ushuaia. Ushuaia is the southernmost city of the world. Over there, we will have the chance to see penguins, we will have the chance to see sea lions, the southernmost lighthouse in the world, and of course, we will have the chance to visit it all. We will do end of the world visit, which means we will have the chance to do a heli trek from Ushuaia to the lagoons. Okay, we will go over the tops of Mount Olivia and the Mount of Five Brothers, and we will have here a chance to eat some of the best Patagonic treats. Okay, we will have brusquetas, we will also have soups, we will have the chance to have some grilled vegetables, but all of that will come along when you see the menu. The menu will bring up all the flavors such as black trout, centosha, which is king crab, and you will have the chance to marinate all of those with several types of wine. Once we're done with the heli trek, we will go over the tops of Mount Olivia and Five Brothers, like I mentioned before, to reach the Emerald Lagoon, where our chef will be preparing all of our treats to enjoy a wine tasting and also some of the cooking of the typical plates of Argentina, and especially of the south of Argentina, which are wilder than the regular cow meat or the regular pork meat. We will have the chance to get an out-of-the-box experience on lunch. On our last day, we will do a visit to the Beagle Lunch. Sorry, I was talking about food and I got into lunch already. We will visit the Beagle Channel, where we will do a navigation. The Beagle Channel is the place that's between the Falkland Islands and the national continent of Argentina, continental part of Argentina, sorry. We will also be having the chance to visit and get to see hand in hand some penguins. We don't eat penguins, we've tried it, not a huge fan. And we will have the chance to visit and learn about the flora and fauna, just to get along with an amazing journey throughout every part of, great parts of Argentina. And our day 9 or day 10, we will be leaving the country, and that will be the end of the tastes and flavors of Argentina. One important thing that I wanted to mention is that, like I said at the beginning, there's a chance and possibilities to have all of these switched up. We can visit many different places, and all of this is important that you know that it can be tailor-made, okay? We are here to work with you hand in hand to have your customers have a great experience here in Argentina, and we want to let you know about all the possibilities we have. And I want to thank you all. I want to thank again to Jill and to Simon for letting me have this opportunity to talk to all of you. And of course, we'll be expecting your questions and consultations. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and hopefully not. you'll come back and visit us. Thank you.